Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. Thank you all for joining once again. Hope you guys have had a very Merry Christmas. God bless you all, and thank you for joining me the day after Christmas. But God bless you all. But apparently, I guess some people or some agencies didn't get the memo that it was Christmas and not merely Happy Holidays. And what am I talking about? Well, they gave a post on, I think, X, wishing everyone a happy holiday, wishing everyone happy holidays. And needless to say, many of the users were not happy about that. Now, if you don't know what ATF is the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Agency. And people are pretty upset about that because, like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? It's Merry Christmas. So let's get right into this. I know this sounds kind of like repetitive, but is it really? Is this really pushing a narrative? Let's look into this. The ATF is being ridiculed on social media for using an X post on Christmas Day to wish everyone, quote, happy holidays. Okay. X users responded to the ATF's post, included Delaware Gun News, which wrote, quote, the ATF, whose job is to limit fun, would like to wish you a happy says some really crazy things too. It said another ex user wrote, the internet is full of fun videos of your agents playing Gestapo at folks' homes. Good times. A desire to see the ATF disband and done away was predominant in the response. The ATF has faced much criticism over regulatory gun controls via rules issued during the Biden administration. Many of the rules have been blocked or vacated at the Supreme Court and various lower courts around the country. End of article. Yeah, they're getting a lot of backlash over that. And this may sound like this is like non-important. You know, this is not really all that important. You know, if they wish you a happy holidays and take it as happy holidays, you know. But does it mean something more? It could be. It could be something more. It could be, well, we don't want to offend our advertisers, or we don't want to offend people out there in the society if we say Merry Christmas. Let me say this, man. Look, there's been a lot of attack on these holidays, particularly Christmas. Now, it's interesting that when Easter comes around, because Easter is about Jesus too. Let's get right into the real crux of what this is really all about. Because Christmas is about, really, it's about the incarnation of the Son of God, God incarnate in human flesh and coming down to earth to die for the sins of humanity. Easter is about Christ's death, burial, and resurrection. But it's called Easter, which is clearly a pagan concept, okay? But no one gets upset when they say Happy Easter. Now, as Christians at our church, we say Happy Resurrection Day because it is commemorating the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So at our church, we say Happy Resurrection Day. But sometimes people will make a mistake in the church and say Happy Easter. I mean, either way it goes, you know, look, God is not, I don't believe God's sitting up in heaven and said, oh, you said Happy Easter. You're giving honor to a pagan God or goddess, whatever. I don't think that God, I think God is, as a matter of fact, I'll say I know God is a little bit more intelligent than that. Okay. All right. He's the all-knowing creator. But anyway, somebody might look at this and say, well, man, what are these ex-users getting upset with the ATF saying happy holidays? It's no big deal. At least they said something. It could be because of the fact that this once again seems to, in an indirect way, pushing the narrative of censorship. We don't want to offend anyone by saying Merry Christmas. And my thing has always been like this. Look, in America, we have always, Americans, black, white, whoever, have always said Merry Christmas when Christmas came around. I used to remember hearing the term Happy Holidays being used, but Happy Holidays was always, in my interpretation at the time, and I mean decades ago, seeing have been always used to refer to both Christmas and New Year's combined. So when people would say happy holidays, they were including both Christmas and New Year's since they're so close together. You see what I'm saying? So they would say happy holidays versus Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's shorter and easier just to say happy holidays. And that was the impression that I got when people when people used the term happy holidays decades ago. Okay, because it was to include both Christmas and New Year's together to make it shorter. Today, what it seems to be implied by, I guess, from ATF or people perceiving it from ATF and others is that when people say happy holidays, they just don't want to offend no one else or it's someone else. My thing is always like this. If I feel like me saying Merry Christmas to a person is going to offend them, if I feel that they're going to be offended by that, I won't say it to them. I won't say it to them because my interpretation is that's their issue. If they're offended by me saying Merry Christmas, maybe they are offended by so if I sense they're going to be offended by that, I won't say Merry Christmas. I'll say Happy Holidays, or I won't say anything at all. I won't say anything. I say have a good day. I won't even say Happy Holidays. I'll say have a good day because they might not even celebrate holidays. You never know with this ultra pluralistic society that we live in today. Okay. I wouldn't say happy holidays. I wouldn't say Merry Christmas. I wouldn't say Happy New Year or any of that. I just say have a good day. I don't even say have a blessed day. I hate when people tell me to have a blessed day. You know, I hate when people tell me that. I know what they're trying to do, but I hate it because the way I see it, I think, you know, in a sense, I kind of get it. But the way I see it, I'm already blessed. Thank you for saying it, but I'm already blessed. I don't need you to say it. You know, I think that's just I don't know. But anyway, I don't say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays if I sense that that individual is going to have a problem with that. And I'm not going to go into the details of how these individuals are, but they give off certain vibes to me that gives me the impression that they don't either celebrate holidays or they don't want me saying anything about them about holidays. Okay, so I won't say anything about it, okay? And we could argue that the ATF is just simply saying, hey, we saying happy holidays because we don't want to offend anyone. But in my opinion, honestly, if ATF had said Merry Christmas, whoever would have gotten offended by that, I would say that's their issue, unless the ATF is sponsored by some people that's giving them money and so forth that has a problem with holidays and they hate America and they hate American traditions, then that's different. But if you're not being sponsored or held up or propped up monetarily by some organization or some group or some lobbyist or some think tank that's propping you up or whatever with money or whatever, and none of that's the case, then saying Merry Christmas and someone getting offended by it on X or whatever, big deal. Who cares? That's their issue, okay? As Americans, we've always said Merry Christmas when Christmas came around, and that's just the way it was, and that's just the way it is. A lot of people are censoring themselves because they don't want to be deleted, or they don't want to be censored off of X or censored off of YouTube or censored off of whatever, like it has been in the past. I remember Kamala Harris. I can't stand saying her name. I really can't. This was some years ago. I think this is during the 2020 campaign of Biden. I think she said something that really, really bothered me. She's like, shame on anyone that says Merry Christmas. This is exactly what this woman said. She literally got up, and I don't know if it was a press conference or but she was up with all the administration, and she got up and said, and some of you may have seen this, shame on everyone that says Merry Christmas. Shame on anyone that says that. And you could say, well, she was saying that because she didn't want to offend, she was saying that because she didn't want to offend her constituents and people that are supporting her or supporting the Biden administration or whatever. She didn't want to offend them. Okay, you could argue that. But at the same time, to say what she said was, I would say at the very least, stupid, which is not surprising to me because she says a lot of stupid stuff. Okay, because all she had to say was, okay, happy holidays or whatever, or have a good day. To say, make a public statement with probably millions of Americans watching and telling them and saying, shame on you if you say Merry Christmas. Shame on me for saying Merry Christmas to people. If I say Merry Christmas, what am I doing? Cursing them? Merry means happy, dummy. So if I say Merry Christmas, I'm basically saying have a happy Christmas. What do you want me to say? You want me to say have a boring Christmas? An evil Christmas? What do you want me to say? Saying Merry Christmas is not going to hurt anyone, even if they're offended by it because they don't celebrate it or whatever. If I say Merry Christmas, that's the same as saying God bless you. You have some people that don't believe in God, but if I say God bless you and they get offended by that, I think that's an issue on them, not me. Because even if they don't believe in God and I say God bless you, what difference does it make? You don't believe in him. And I didn't say God curse you. I said God bless you. I want God to bestow great things in your life. I want him to bless you. I don't believe in God, man. What's wrong with you? Chill out. People literally act that way over something you said. This society is so hypersensitive over some of the goofiest stuff. It's like, come on, man. So going back to the ATF situation where they said happy holidays on X, I can understand why a lot of the people responded the way they did. Wait a minute, it's Merry Christmas, man. Because maybe they read that as, okay, you guys just don't want to say Merry Christmas, okay? You guys yipping and yapping, trying to ban the guns, do this and other, and you just don't want to say Merry Christmas because you want to be politically correct. Whatever the case may be, look, at the end of the day, they're just words. And my thing would be like this, okay, ATF, you said happy holidays, okay, happy holidays to you, whatever. To me, it's Merry Christmas. To me, it's about the birth of the Son of God who died on the cross for my sins and the sins of the whole world, according to what the Word of God says. So I could care less whether or not they say happy holidays, sad holidays, upward holidays, downward holidays. I could care less. Because what ATF says, what Biden says, what Kamala Harris says, what anybody else says is meaningless to me when it comes to my relationship with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and what I know, okay, my relationship with him. It ain't religion, it's a relationship. So I could care less what they say. I know who I am and I know what it really represents. So I just wanted to say that, yeah, I mean, I can understand the users being upset about that. But I can also kind of understand maybe why the ATF did what they did and said just happy holidays. At any rate, look, we are a hypersensitive community, a society. We've gotten so hypersensitive at what people say and what people look, how they look and what they say. And I believe a lot of that comes from the mainstream media and the ultra left making everybody scared to say anything. If I say the wrong thing, I might get censored. I might get this. So you have people censoring themselves. I censor myself all the time on YouTube. What I really want to say, I can't say. Trust and believe. I be wanting to go off on some of this stuff I be hearing. But I have to censor myself because I don't want YouTube to be tripping. But anyway, which is crazy because I don't get paid. So what you tripping on? It makes me feel like, okay, you just want to hide the truth from people. You don't want them to hear the truth. But anyway, that's my word on that. Yeah. What you guys think about ATF? You think they was wrong by saying happy holidays? You think they were trying to censor everything? Or you think they were trying to be funny? Or what? What do you think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.